Welcome to the Link in downtown Philadelphia. Today's playoff matchup hits the number 10 seed versus the number 7. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide against the Temple Owls. Before we get this first-round playoff game underway, a check with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I can sense down here on the field that Alabama is primed and ready to go as the away team in this first playoff game. This is something this team has experience with from last year. Kalen DeBoer took his team into Oklahoma and got the win. They have prepared the same way, the same schedule, and their intensity is turned up a notch here to start this first half. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Holly. You can feel the energy, the vibe in this place for a playoff game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Mason. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. So Temple's offense making their way on the field to open this game. This offense comes in with a lot of confidence, one of the highest scoring teams in the regular season. But now, on a bigger stage, Joel, a real premium on execution. What is this defense going to do to slow them down?
Chris, they're going to have to change up the look. If you sit there and don't disguise the coverage, this guy will just pick you apart. He's done it all year long. Their run game is solid. They are so good offensively. You got to change up the looks. You got to be aggressive. And ultimately, you got to be lucky. The ball has to find your hands at least once, maybe twice today. When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day. Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
And the Owls pick up enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all group of 6 conferences who've been told, well, you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat a power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right, and yet...
Oh, that one's picked off. And he's brought down with the defense with a takeaway in the first drive of the game.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
So they get a big game by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Russell. He escapes the pocket. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. And they'll make the tackle, but it'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. The coach trusts his offense, and it pays off with a 4th down touchdown. A bold play, Joel, here early in this monster game.
And you can see just how much that means to that offense. Not only getting into the end zone, but as you stated, the belief from their coach. That belief, that momentum, that will sustain in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. And he finally steps out of bounds. A huge kick return to set the offense in great position here. Here comes the Temple offense out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. The Owls are in the red zone. And at 1st down, they go right back to him.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Defender flagged for being a little too aggressive. The offense gets a 15-yard penalty. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
No, he didn't get in. This defense playing tough. That'll set up 4th and goal now.
That's a great stop for this defense, but I don't think it gets them off the field. They're going to go for this on 4th down. It's inside the 1. You got to bow up and stop them again.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. And here's the handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down of going up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. They'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. They bring them down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Temple, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Jenkins. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Toss it to the back, running left. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Looks like he's going to run it. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. Coverage team makes the tackle. No gain on that return. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Using his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so. Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses it.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Short pass finds the tight end. On a tackle made, but it's enough for a first down. And And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Clutch conversion on third there. Sets them up first down from the 31. The Owls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On first down, it's play action. He's got a man down the middle. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And following the catch, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And the Owls will line up here on first down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. What a moment for a guy who was playing high school football a year ago. Barrels into the end zone. It shows why they trust him in this playoff game.
It's got to be a big confidence boost for him, but also for this entire offense, because remember, this is the guy that they're going to have to rely on if they want to win this game and make a deep run into the playoff. If they're running the football well, it'll be because of him.
And he stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Gonna run it. It's Hill. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Scanning the field. It's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
That's good execution by this wide receiver. As a quarterback, I would tell all those guys all the time, once you hook up in a curl, keep working back to the quarterback. The only way that that's going to be incomplete is if the wide receiver stops and the defender can then close and bat the ball away.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll kick it away here. We'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Temple offense back on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Handoff from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Defense is coming after him, and he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. The Owls will have to kick it away. And that's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And here's the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. 2nd down play coming up. The sure hands. It's Edwards. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. Now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Ball handed to the running back. He's past the marker and still going. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And right away, this running back rips off a big gain. And that was a question, right, Joel? On the road here in this playoff, could this offense quiet this crowd down by getting the running game going?
Chris, that's what makes this such a tough matchup for the home team is because this running back is so good. He can quiet the crowd. They're going to run their offense through him. This is one of the reasons why I felt like this lower seed was a real matchup problem for this group.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Got to have your head on a swivel as a quarterback outside of the pocket. I feel like he does a nice job here, Chris. Look, he gets what he can get, and then he just gets down and avoids the big hit. That's a nice job.
Crucial third down play coming up. He keeps it on a design run. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
Well, this is the trend in college football. In this area of the field, it's 4-down territory, and they're able to get a nice conversion here and set themselves up with another first down. Now they can go down and get a touchdown.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And they hand it off to the back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Alabama will spend its 2nd timeout here. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their 2nd. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. 3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Oh, impressive spin there. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
Back in motion now. Dropping back. It's Russell. On the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Time to start the second half, but first, an update from Holly Rowe on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the tight head coach at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning.
Oh, and he fumbles. Ball scooped up by the defense.
This is something I'm impressed with by this defense is to attack the football, not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
The shotgun running play call.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10. And the Owls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to run it here. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback quick throw to his right. Touchdown, Temple. This passing game is on fire today.
This is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Holly Rowe has a report now from the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Great cut there. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. Chris, all game we've seen this defense fly around, and they're doing it again here. Just great contact, great physicality right at the catch point. It has been so difficult for this offense to find open space, create any rhythm. This has been a really tough day.
Finds his man. It's Rodgers. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Trying to find some room. It's Hill. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
We're going to pass here on second down. He'll throw it now. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He goes out of bounds just short of the 15.
We'll give this offense a lot of credit. They needed to put together a drive after their defense just gave up the touchdown, and they've been able to do so. Nice first down there.
And the back now goes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The back's got it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Handoff to the single back. And they'll make the tackle, but it'll bring up fourth down. They are in field goal range. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Alabama. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he get there on the ground? Oh, he's got open space. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. It's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You know, for me, this is just too much cushion from this corner. He needs to at least be aggressive enough to be in there to try to break up this out route. He knows that it's a timing pass, but you can tell he's threatened by the speed of this wide receiver, and so he's more concerned with being beat deep.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain. That is a great run on second and long. I think they caught the defense off guard a little, Chris. You can see them back playing the pass. There's nobody left in that run defense, and they're able to hit them with a big gain. Now they create a third and manageable situation. That's a really good play call from the play caller.
He made the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down. And the Owls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's Temple in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Caught near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And no, they stop him short of the goal line. It'll bring up second and goal. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
To be a great goal line defense, you've got to reestablish the line of scrimmage. Watch these defensive linemen get pushed and get into the backfield, and they get the tackle for loss. You cannot just run.
Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Send the back in motion. Dropping back. It's Russell. He bought some time, now lets it go. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
That's a good start to this drive, but now they got to push the ball down the field. In this situation, multiple possession deficit, maybe try to score right around that 2-minute mark. If they're able to do that, maybe they can get the ball the second time to come all the way back.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll give it to the running back. Spins away from defenders. He's got some space. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, tied. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. What a moment for a guy who was playing high school football a year ago. Barrels into the end zone. It shows why they trust him in this playoff game.
It's got to be a big confidence boost for him, but also for this entire offense, because remember, this is the guy that they're going to have to rely on if they want to win this game and make a deep run into the playoff. If they're running the football well, it'll be because of him.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Temple offense out there. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a second and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating third and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete for a third straight play. The Owls will bring their punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Here on the Alabama sideline, developing situation down here with their running back. He has struggled to hold on to the ball today. And trailing in this game late, we'll see if the coaches continue to trust him. They do have a reliable backup, but this is a big moment in the game to see if they can override these early turnovers and get the ground attack that they need to get back in this game. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those...
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
This was a concern for this offense the entire week. This pass rush is very good. And with the quarterback's eyes down the field, he's not protecting the football. That is a beautiful job by this defensive line, getting home and getting the ball out, first down for their offense. Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
First and goal, handoff. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage.
Touchdown, Temple. Still no answer for this offensive machine. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. 2nd and 10 here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, Chris, this is why 1st and 2nd down are so important. When you're behind the chains on 3rd down, it is advantage defense, and they do take it.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own end of the field. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. The offense starts with excellent field position. Looks right for a quick completion. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. On 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a 3rd and very long. Leaning on the run game here late. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And the Tide will now spend their first time out here. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here. What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality, knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
And the defense gets a 4th down stop. A huge moment in this playoff game. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Russell. The pocket breaking down. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Chris, he's really got to be aware of where he is on the field. He was dangerously close to that pocket line. If he's inside the pocket, that really should have been grounding. To my eye, it looked like he was inside.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on third down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. A positive start for this freshman, Joe, who's had such a solid season. The defense, frankly, hoping they could rattle this young guy in a playoff game, but he looks good there.
Chris, he looks so calm to your point, and that's something that I was even wondering about is what his nerves were going to be like as a young player in this environment. Remember, it's a veteran player's game in this day and age in college football. We don't see many freshmen succeeding in this position in this moment, and yet here he is. Calm as a cucumber and just dealing down the field.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
I think this defense needs to think about changing up their coverage. These zone defenses are just not set up to stop these slant routes. You can see that window. It's wide open. The quarterback sees it.
The ball is loose. Scooped up in the defense. Sees an opening. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown. Owls. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
This is a mark of a great defense. You take a lead and you go out there and you slam the door and you make it difficult on the offense. Here, it's a scoop on the outside. The defensive back with all of his speed, taking it the opposite direction for a score and building on that lead that the offense gave him. What a great job by this defense, and certainly going to be a huge play in this game.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, is that this defense has been ready for everything that they've been shown. And I got to tell you, like, they just never made an adjustment on offense. They didn't get the ball down the field. That's why they're down big in this game, and that's why they're going to lose.
First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. Alabama will spend its second timeout here. The decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down? Second down, they're going to throw it. Catch made over the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
I know this is not going to matter, but my dad always told me the only thing you can control is your own effort level, so I respect the fact that they're still out there giving 100%, even when they're down this amount.
They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. A new set of downs after that completion.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. third and very long, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Rodgers. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. No huddle now for the offense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. This team continues to check off important goals. They were driven the entire offseason by missing out on the playoff last year, Joel. They make the bracket this time. Now they come away with a win, and you can just feel the confidence and momentum growing for this group.
Chris, you're exactly right. There is an uncommon urgency to this group and the way that they're going about their business. I got to tell you, it's very impressive, and I got to credit these leaders on this team and the way that they've prepared their teammates, the way that they've played on the field. I would not want to play this team moving forward. They are playing too well right now, and you think about some of these stars, my goodness, hard to stop.
So the winner advances in the playoff bracket and gets one step closer to a national championship. We'll talk to you next time. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler.